It was an overcast afternoon in the bustling streets of Chicago, and Barron Trump was enjoying a rare moment of solitude. At 21, Barron had grown used to being in the public eye, but he often preferred to keep a low profile, staying far from the glitz and glamour that surrounded his family name. Dressed in a simple black hoodie, a pair of worn jeans and sneakers, he blended seamlessly into the crowd. The cool air carried the faint aroma of street food, and Barron, feeling peckish, decided to grab a snack before heading back to his apartment. He passed by a quaint little cafe and a bookstore before spotting a small grocery store with a familiar logo. It wasn't the kind of place he typically shopped, but something about the quaintness of the shop drew him in. A handwritten sign on the door read "Fresh Produce and Local Smiles." Inside, the store buzzed with activity. The faint hum of fluorescent lights mixed with the sound of shopping carts squeaking down the aisles. Barron grabbed a basket and began strolling through the narrow aisles, scanning the shelves for a few essentials. Some fresh bread, a block of cheese, and a bottle of sparkling water. As he moved through the store, he couldn't help but notice the staff, some smiling, others clearly worn out after a long day. When Barron approached the checkout counter, he placed his items on the conveyor belt, waiting patiently for his turn. A young cashier named Danny, in his early 20s with shaggy brown hair and a slightly disheveled uniform, was at the register. Danny's tired eyes lit up with mischief as he glanced at Barron, immediately making assumptions based on his appearance. Next, Danny called out, motioning for Barron to step forward. Barron approached with a friendly smile and handed over his items. "Hey, how's it going?" he asked, his tone warm. Danny barely glanced at him as he began scanning the items. "Living the dream," he muttered sarcastically before giving Barron a once-over. "Let me guess. College kid? Daddy's credit card paying for this?" The comment hung in the air for a moment. Barron, taken aback by the unnecessary remark, paused but chose not to react. Barron smiled to himself and approached the counter with a basket of items. Danny's laughter faded when he saw him. "You again," he said, rolling his eyes. "Yep, me again," Barron said cheerfully. "Thought I'd pick up a few more things?" Danny scanned the items in silence, clearly annoyed. But before Barron could pay, he said, "You know, you've got a pretty negative outlook." "Why is that?" Danny froze, caught off guard. "What do you mean?" "I mean, you seem pretty quick to judge people," Barron replied. "Ever think about why that is?" Danny hesitated, then shrugged. "Look, man, it's nothing personal. I just see a lot of people like you come through here. Flashy cards, no worries in the world. Meanwhile, I'm here busting my ass for minimum wage." Barron nodded thoughtfully. "That's fair. But don't you think it's a little unfair to assume you know someone's story just by looking at them?" Danny sighed. "Maybe. But life's unfair, isn't it?" Barron smiled faintly. "True. But sometimes it's more complicated than it seems." After leaving the store, Barron decided to do something unexpected. He contacted the grocery chain's corporate office and inquired about purchasing the franchise. Thanks to his entrepreneurial ventures, Barron had amassed significant wealth independently, separate from his family. Within a week, the deal was finalized, and Barron became the owner of the very store where Danny worked. Barron returned to the store that Friday, this time dressed in a sharp suit. When he walked in, the staff exchanged confused glances. Danny, manning the register as usual, stared in disbelief as Barron approached. "Hey, Danny," Barron said with a friendly smile. Danny blinked. "But what's with the suit?" Barron chuckled. "I thought it'd be appropriate for today. You see, I just bought the store." Danny's jaw dropped. "What?" "Yep," Barron continued. "I own the place now. And I thought I'd stop by to make a few changes." The staff gathered around, murmuring in shock. Danny looked at Barron, his face a mixture of embarrassment and disbelief. "You're kidding, right?" "Nope," Barron said. "And the first change I'm making is a raise for everyone. Effective immediately, all employees will receive a 20% pay increase." The room erupted into cheers. Danny stood frozen, unable to process what he was hearing. "Why would you do that?" he finally asked. Barron shrugged. "Because I can. And because I think hard work deserves to be rewarded." Danny looked down, clearly humbled. "But I don't know what to say." You don't have to say anything, Barron replied. Just keep working hard, and maybe give people the benefit of the doubt next time. Over the following weeks, the store underwent a complete transformation. Barron invested in new equipment, better lighting, and updated decor. He also implemented a profit-sharing program for employees, ensuring that everyone benefited from the store's success. Danny, inspired by Barron's unexpected generosity, began to change his outlook. He worked harder, treated customers with more kindness, and even started mentoring new employees. One day, he approached Barron during a visit. "Hey, Barron," Danny said hesitantly. "I just wanted to say I'm sorry for judging you. I was wrong." Barron smiled. "Apology accepted. Just remember, people aren't always what they seem." Danny nodded. "Yeah, I've learned that lesson, thanks to you." In the end, what started as a moment of judgment turned into a life-changing experience for everyone involved. Barron's actions didn't just transform the store, they reminded everyone that kindness and understanding could bridge even the widest divides. And for Danny, it was a lesson he would carry with him for the rest of his life.